the visual that coming from the States of what they try to give Ghana. I think that's why it takes longer for us to get here. But learning the history, and where we have become is amazing and it's breathtaking. And we went to one place, went to another. I was like, okay, I can see this. Hey, the future, the cities, residents and stuff like that. But when I walked I just got past the arch and I stood there and I was like, I just breathed. I could have probably got on my knees and just was like, took it in. I felt the connection.
Did you get to go to the Cape Coast?
Yes.
The castle?
Yes.
They gave you the history, the rundown of everything? How did that make you feel?
That point of no return. I mean, just knowing that before the freedom that we have now, and I mean, even some freedom as much as being able to invest, like we didn't have that opportunity. That wasn't even, it was like survival. I just been basking in my experience. So like trying to get the words together of how amazing it is. I'm just like, you gotta come, you have to get here.
It's a beautiful day, RKE family. I don't know at what point you're watching this video, but I hope you guys are filled with love and light and beauty and excitement. I'm full of all of that right here, right now. This is another episode of the Motherland series. On this show, we dive into the past of our guests, learn their journeys, how they find the motherland and their connection or relationship with Royal Kingdom Estates. And today, I have Nikita with me right here, seated right on my left side, and she exudes so much aura and emotion, so I'm very, very interested in how this conversation is going to go. So, per usual, let's all put our hands together for Nikki. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
It's nice to see you again. Post-tour activities and all.
Yes.
And you look very vibrant, like I said, in your orange.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
How has been the motherland experience so far? How have you enjoyed Ghana?
It's breathtaking. Considering the visual that coming from the States of what they try to give Ghana, I think that's why it takes longer for us to get here. But learning the history, and where we have become is amazing and it's breathtaking. And so I haven't quite been able to, I've just been basking in my experience. So like trying to get the words together of how amazing it is. I'm just like, you gotta come, you have to get here to really get their take on it. But every day. I haven't even started posting on social media because I'm like, I want to take my time.
You want to take everything in.
Normally you like trying to post, put it in the story. I literally was like, no, I want to be in the moment, bask in it. I say, y'all get this footage later. I'm going to just stay in the moment. That's how great and wonderful it's been.
That's beautiful. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Did you get to go to the Cape Coast?
Yes.
The castle?
Yes.
They gave you the history, the rundown of everything? How did that make you feel?
That point of no return. I mean, just knowing that before the freedom that we have now, and I mean, even some freedom as much as being able to invest, like we didn't have that opportunity. That wasn't even, it was like survival back then. So I definitely, some sadness, some anger, but joy and just knowing that we have that freedom. So why not invest? Why not share? You know what I'm saying? Why not be able to be all in it, 100%. And so, like I said, I'm so grateful. I feel so blessed and feel just so much gratitude of even being able to get this opportunity. I'm coming from Southeast DC. I don't know who's gonna watch this and know that.
DC in the house.
We're a place where they labeled us before we even had an opportunity as at-risk kids. So when you're an at-risk kid, like they're they're feeling like you're gonna either get killed, you end up in jail. So you're not even gonna make it out of the DMV. So I'm in Ghana.
How is it like living with such, friction, going about your daily movements, knowing that anything can happen at any moment? Like, it must have been tough.
Definitely traumatic. I've witnessed, homicides.
Yeah.
But for me, it was fire to just say, I don't want to live in these circumstances. There got to be something beyond this. You know what I mean? In raising my children beyond this. Yeah. But again, like they said, they put us as a statistic. They put a label on us immediately only because of where we were raised. So there are people that never made it out of the DMV. But people like Portia, who's creating these opportunities to bring the kids so young, here, that's trying to change the trajectory of what it could be, which is what they're expecting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how important is that for you? Because you know that, okay, they don't have to grow up with the same fears that you have, and now they can, experience a different reality completely, where they can feel confident in themselves, who they are as people, have an identity and everything.
Yes. So great representation of just watching. So that's why we always go back, tell our story, so they can see, oh, you used to, telling us, oh, I grew up on this street. I went to that school. Yeah. And like, wait a minute, but you're doing this now? Like, if you went to Ghana, I can go to Ghana too. Yeah. Or if you able to invest, I can invest too. You got to think about the generations and generations that someone had to break it to think that was a norm. It's like normalizing dysfunction. Right. And to say that, no, there's serenity, there's peace, there's mental wellness. Yeah. Outside of this area that we grew up in, they're labeling you as at risk. So yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is this your first time in Ghana?
It is.
Your first time?
Very first. Oh. Very first, but not my last.
I like that.
Not
there's
my
always
last.
a first, there's never a last.
Not my last.
This is your home now.
Yes. Yeah. After the naming ceremony, Amar Amisa.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Amar Amisa.
Yes.
Is this you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So when I got that, I was like, okay. So yeah, just even the naming ceremony.
Yeah.
I just feel it. I feel at home. I'm like, wow. I didn't know. Like even going to the Blackstar Village. Yeah. I immediately got emotional. But as soon as I stood here, I just went up to Portia and I was like, yeah, this is it.
Thank you.
I prayed about it. So when you pray about it, you to let the Holy Spirit lead you. And that's when I got emotional and I felt connected. So it's about connection. I don't just want to invest it if I don't feel that connection. And I feel the spiritual connection here. And like Portia's saying, for so long, God gave me this blueprint to be able to, like she's saying, give back and help for mental wellness, all around mental wellness, and have a place for a retreat to get back mentally well. Look.
Right? Feel the ambience.
Yeah, like look, and the
peace of mind right there.
Yes, it's undescribable. You gotta, like she said, you have to feel it.
And you gotta know the Lord to get it, because it's really Holy Spirit that's just speaking to you, and it's the Lord revealing His vision away from the distractions that we often have.
Yes.
So when you get here, and the spirit of our ancestors that are saying, welcome home, reclaim this land. We want you to build here. We walked here, we fought, we died so that you could come back and build something greater for the next generation. So it's like,
they try to make it impossible.
Talk about living your ancestors' wildest dreams.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
It's just like a spiritual connection that I spoke of, that I felt. And I needed that confirmation.
Exactly.
Because I do have my personal relationship with God. So I need to know that He's ordering my steps. And I have no regrets. None whatsoever.
I'm happy.
No, none.
Speaking of Blackstar Village, let's unpack the tour. So we started in Accra, and then we slowly guided you guys to Ebri. We showed you all of our developments. Which one is your favorite?
That is my favorite, Blackstar.
Blackstar? I knew that was coming.
Yes.
You should have seen how emotional she was at Blackstar. It was beautiful to watch. At first, I was worried, but when you told me they were tears,
I was like, these are happy tears.
These are happy tears. I'm like,
yeah, these are happy tears. Yeah, I mean, every time I just get like this weird, and I know it's a spiritual thing. The whole thing was I did not want to just be hasty. I wanted to know that I wanted to feel God in it. You know what I mean? And we went to one place, went to another. I was like, okay, I can see this. Yeah. Hey, the future, the cities, residents and stuff like that. But when I walked I just got past the arch and I stood there and I was like, I just breathed. I could have probably got on my knees and just was like, took it in. I felt the connection. And I knew that this is maybe others, but this is definitely the first that I'm gonna definitely do.
Hearing you talk like that, I feel like you are a person that appreciates symbolism and then identity and basically just knowing who you are as a person, what you're about, your roots and all. Because the vision for Blackstar Village, I can see you really relate to it. The fact that we're making it, such a place of heritage, all the way going down to naming some of the streets of the freedom fighters. Like that's just the feeling of belonging that we want to give you. That when you're coming into the development, you drive into your home, feel like, okay, this is my place. This is I belong to this history, and it's beautiful to see your connection to something like that. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
When I heard the street names and how it's going to connect to our roots and how that just was the icing on top of the cake, right? And then the view, you have your serene, and then you have if you want to get a certain area, you have the little bit of the city. But if you want to go away, I think to practice on just healing, because that's what I felt like. This is a place where you can indulge in just self-awareness. Do some holistic approaches to healing, mental wellness. That's the place.
Do you want to hear something that's mind-blowing? You didn't even actually see the view itself because we didn't take you into the development. The next time that you come, I would love to take you there. And when you get there, you will be like, okay, it's all making sense.
Yes.
Because you have such up close mountain views. It's peaceful.
So if it's more than just that little peak I saw.
Oh, imagine, right?
Listen, I had the little peak, so you're gonna give me more.
A full glimpse of everything it is. I think you will be in love.
Awesome.
I know that is a place that you see yourself living at, so I'm waiting for you to get your plot up too, so we put up your development for you.
I definitely look forward to it, for sure.
What are some of your best experiences in Ghana so far?
We have the opportunity to, so I have We Fight Foundation, which is for youth prevention of suicide and substance abuse. And so we're always looking at ways to teach like self-awareness, self-love. These are things that obviously will prevent suicide ideations. So when I had the opportunity to go and teach, like do a workshop on self-love, that was the highlight. That was the highlight of it all. That was to hear them come back and, they're like, I am strong, I am important, I love me, and was like confident about it, or asking what's their best affirmation.
How different do you think the world would be if everybody possessed these qualities that you preach of, like self-love, confidence, full of energy, everying? How different do you think
I'm more resilient? Definitely more resilient because life is gonna, challenges are gonna come. But I think it's what you have to, stand strong in those life challenges. When those storms come, it makes a big difference, right? So having those learning, because think about it, a lot of times we don't learn them tools till what we're adults or, when we start going through things. But if you're teaching them young, you know what I mean? Obviously, because suicide, is amongst young people, they would know how to fight their own battles. Like they would know how to fight it outside of mommy and daddy or, an adult, right? So I think those tools early are so important because I don't think I learned about self-love or anything like that until my adulthood. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So it would lessen depression, you know what I mean? Even anxiety, you'll feel stronger and like, I can get through this. And you know that situation is not the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's very, very beautiful to hear. And I'm glad that you had the opportunity to make this trip very, very impactful. Yeah. That being the highlight of the entire trip is together too pleasing. And I'm sure you've helped those kids more than you can even imagine. So I pray that God gives
smiles
you those
hugs.
I pray you get the opportunity to do more. For sure.
Yeah.
Any last words to the audience, the people watching? Would you advise them to come experience?
Oh, absolutely.
Would you recommend Royal Kingdom Estate to them?
Yes. Just the knowing, I mean, one thing I have learned, even just connecting and talking to you, like relationships over, most people like, oh, money, it's not even the relationship part, just coming, getting to know. It's great. Like I said, I feel like family. I don't know. I just feel good being here. So Royal Kingdom obviously treat you, with that love, genuineness. So that's so important. So if you want to feel like you connecting with a company before you even think about investing or anything, this is the first place if you think about it, like investing for sure. You know what I mean? So it's the relationship part that sells. I mean, because you can go anybody and connect to any place and talk about business, right, or investment. But the relationship part is so important, and that's I feel good about that. So definitely, come to Ghana. Like, it's not what you think it is. It's so much more. And I know only saw a little bit. I can't see a whole lot in 10 days. So I'm excited to come back and see what else I can explore for sure.
Guys, listen to Nikita. She has all the good and fun stuff. It's truly a blessing that we have this sort of relationship with you to even begin with. And I do hope that it blooms to be a long-term partnership. Filled with great opportunities.
I'm excited. Yes.
We're excited too. Thank you so much for talking to us too. You have such a beautiful story.
Oh, thank you.
When you come back, let me know. I'll take you to see the views of Blackstar Village.
Okay. I can't wait.
Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. This has been so insightful. I have learned so much. I hope you have too. Do subscribe to the channel. Per usual, we have plots that are actively selling across all of our developments. You can come in at The View. There's phase 1, there's phase 2. You can come in at Blackstar Village, Nikita's favorite place, and then get in a plot there as well. Price points of 160,000, or you can come to Grey City, 100,000, own a plot today, and become a homeowner. No restrictions, no litigation, no stress, just peace of mind. Yes, you can contact us on all of our contact channels. Reach us via social media. We'll reply to all of your DMs. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more amazing conversations like these. Peace out.